I'm sorry. I did not record this. I'm just in the middle of doing that, and I think it is recording now. It is recording. Okay, awesome. So, the whole thing with the lead magnet, like I was talking about, is we really want to really drive down your cost per click when we're running the ads, and really increase the engagement. Again, like we talked about from the very beginning, we really want something that people are just wowed by, and we want to present a lot of value up front to people that don't even know you. They're like, oh wow, they're doing this or they're doing this. This is awesome. So we really want to try this out. It could potentially be a home run. We think it's going to be a home run. We don't know for sure, obviously, until we try and test everything. And I'm going to get your thoughts on it. Obviously, we're not going to do anything. We're going to move forward without your blessing because it is your business. But we really want to present this idea to you. So this one idea out of all the different things we did really excites us. Now, we got to thinking. We're like, what is it that would actually get a prospective student or perhaps a prospective mom or someone to actually want to take action and click on the link and get them excited about dance and about ballet, and we kind of put ourselves, like what we always do. We always want to put ourselves in the perspectives of, I'm not a female, obviously, but a dance mom. We know that the dance industry, we put ourselves in their brains and like, well, what would excite me about my little kid wanting to come to dance class, And we came up with the idea of, if they really want to learn ballet and, the Twinkle Star and like we were talking about and stuff, what better way for them to learn than to actually see the professionals perform, like on stage. Like, they're like, okay, we can go watch a dance, we can go see the professionals perform, and what if we actually found a way for them to come and do that for free? So, and I'll tell you how that's going to work here in just a minute, but I kind of want to get your thoughts on just that idea alone. If you were a mom and you said, okay, they're going to give away some things or whatever, let me go see a professional perform, would that not excite you as a mom? I mean, obviously you've been in the dance industry a long, long time. You know this. You're very well versed in the dance industry. What do you think about
that? Yes, yeah, probably would be interested.
Okay. Awesome. So here's what we've come up with as far as the idea of the kind of the specifics on things. What if we were to give away just two tickets to the Redland, the Nutcracker at the Redlands Performing Arts Center in your area in December. I know that you probably know about that. That's what I can tell, a big theme in the dance industry is the Nutcracker. And obviously it would take some buy-in on your part as far as, wanting to participate with that. And then, I'll tell you how this is going to work as far as it going, we think it's going to hit a home run, and really the return on investment we think would be phenomenal. So basically, obviously, here's how it's going to work. We'll test everything. Like I said, we always test the ad copy, all those different things, but I kind of want to get a general idea so you can kind of see it here. And actually, I am going to, let me get to my little whiteboard here. Aha. So basically, they're going to see the ad here. Do you see the whiteboard?
Yep, I can see it.
Okay, so we're going to see the ad here. It's basically going to be a contest. That's what we're going to call it. It's going to be a contest to win 2 tickets to the Nutcracker in December. And basically, you would click on the ad. Obviously, the ad would read something to the effect of, click here to win a chance to win 2 free tickets to the Nutcracker in December. And basically, have a little caption or a little thing that says details inside or whatever. They click on the ad, okay, and then we carry them to a page similar to what I showed you, at the beginning of this call, and basically it says enter your email for details on getting access to these tickets. And really, we can test variations of that. We could put enter email here, or we could give away what we're actually or tell them the details of the contest on that page. Where we're going to test that and things again if we go forward with this idea. But the only way that they can enter in to win the chance to win the tickets is if they enroll in your class, one of your classes, one of your term 4 classes, or whatever the classes you may be. So basically, you've got the page there, and then only way they can get tickets is to enroll. So obviously, on the ad, that basically we're not going to say that on the ad. They'll click on the ad because it's a free chance to win some free stuff. I mean, who doesn't want free stuff, especially if you're interested in dance and you've got a little 3 or 4-year-old. But then on that page, we get their email like we're kind of been doing, like I was showing you earlier. And then once they enroll into the class, then you've got, those people. And then out of those enrolls, you actually have the winner. You choose 2 people or 1 person or whatever we decide to do. I would say 2 tickets. You choose 1 winner out of those people who have enrolled. So it's not it is a contest. I mean, you've seen contests before where people are giving away things and all this stuff. There are details, there are specifications, things you have to abide by in order to enter and to win. And that's kind of what this is. I mean, we really think, with all this happening, we think you could really fill up some classes. Because people are like, okay, all right, I'm going to enter. Okay, well, I can go. And heck, I got a chance to go see my little 4-year-old, to go meet the principal ballerina. Now, I know, I mean, obviously, that would take some kind of things on your part to go talk with the people at the Redland, Dance Performing Arts, whoever the principal ballerina is or whatever. And it really doesn't even have to be that long as far as them meeting. You could just say, hey, I'll have like a 3 or 4-year-old little girl who wants to learn how to dance. Can you talk to them for a couple of minutes back behind the stage? It doesn't even have to be a really long time. Just talk to them for a couple of minutes and then go out and do their thing.
Okay, so that's the Russian National Ballet Theatre is doing the Nutcracker, isn't it, there?
On the 16th of December there, yes.
16th of December. Oh, yep. Okay.
So with that contest, and I'm going to ask you some specific questions about when your terms are starting again, because I noticed on the studio director it says term 4. When do actually your term 4 classes start? Like what day do they start?
I think they start Monday, I think 2nd of October.
Okay, awesome. Okay. And then those run for, was it 10 weeks? Is that what it normally is?
Yeah, 10 weeks. I think it's Saturday the 9th of December, something like that.
Okay. And then I guess you go back to term 1. Is that what you do at the beginning of the year?
Yeah, we'll have some like we have some elite training programs, summer schools, and little workshops because we have 6 weeks off, and then we start back end of January, I think it is.
What's this?
Okay, so we may need, with this, as far as them enrolling into this, we could go ahead and start doing this for the idea for the term 4 classes, because the week after that is they're getting to go. I mean, you've got a 10-week class, and then the next weekend they can go meet the principal ballerina or go attend, if we can't pull that off, which hopefully we can. Hopefully you can figure out a way to do that. Maybe the week after. So, what do you think about that?
Yeah, no, that sounds like a good idea. Hold on, I've got my grandson being a dinosaur here. Go and see if your dinosaur. Go play in the room. We have this thing.
What is that? That looks like a little.
The dragon. It gets fire and comes out of its mouth and stuff. There it goes. Yes,
Oh,
yes. You go play with your dinosaur. Good boy.
awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, no, that sounds good. So, they would enter. They would enroll in fourth term. Is that what you're
Yeah.
saying? For the
Yeah.
chance to,
Mhm.
to win a
And the
ticket.
only way they could get the chance to win the only way they could get the chance to win the tickets would be to enroll into the class. Oh, hello. um, but the only way to do that would be to to enroll. So you're not just giving it away to some random person that's not going to spend any money. I mean, you're basically you're solidifying the people who are kind of just there to be whatever. But then you have people, oh, I got to enroll. Okay, sure, I'll go try this class out or whatever. As long as they enroll in the 10-week period, I think that should be the requirement for the contest. Again, we're not going to put that on the ad itself. That'll be after we've gotten them there. Okay, I got to enter my email for more detail, blah, 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 and all this stuff. And then they're like, okay, I need to come to the studio, get some more information, or, go try this class out or whatever. And then they're like, okay, well, what about these tickets? I'm like, okay, yes, well, those are, and you can, again, we can test this. We can put it on the internet. We can do it as they come into the studio. You can tell them, have your employees or whoever tell them, hey, you win the tickets. One of the requirements of the tickets is to enroll one of our classes. Why can't let's get you signed up, sort of type thing, and go from there. So
okay, yeah, no, that's that's a great idea.
Okay, awesome. Well, we thought, we figured, again, we're going to test and do everything we can, get the best results. But what's will happen is, as more people are engaged, there's a thing on Facebook in the Facebook ads. It's kind of it's called a frequency, and then there's also a relevance score as far as relevance. And the more people that click on the ad, the lower the ad cost goes. So we've been running, obviously, we've been running some ads for you already with different things we've been doing. Some of our campaigns have got a lot lower cost per click versus the other one. And so by more people clicking on this ad, it's going to drive that ad cost way down. I'm not sure how much the tickets obviously are to the Nutcracker or whatever for that. And, you may have to call them and figure out a way to figure out who's going to do that. And, we can even brainstorm with you different ideas on how to really sell that to the people as far as, hey, look, I'm going to have a little 4-year-old with me or 5-year-old, whatever that is potentially interested in dancing. And, can you spare a couple of minutes before you go on stage to meet with them? The worst thing they can say is no. Really, we were just saying that as the extra bonus. Really over the top thing. So if you pull it off. So
yeah, I can find out.
Yeah, of course. And again, I just want to, I wanted to get your thoughts on it. We came up with this idea. Obviously, we're going to hammer out all the details as far as the campaign, the ad ideas, all that stuff. We'll start kind of moving forward on that. But what do you so you do like the idea? You're okay with it?
Yeah, well, it's only I think the tickets are like $70 a ticket.
Okay.
Children 14 and under, so I don't know. You probably, I don't know how much the 3-year-olds. I suppose if they're taking a seat, it's probably that. Groups of 10 or 60. Yeah, I wonder if that's on at Logan Entertainment Centre for the other location.
Is that one closer to your studio?
Yeah, this one's close for our Cleveland studio. That's like 2 minutes. You can walk there from our studio where that one is.
Okay.
But at the other studio there's another theatre that's similar, and it's called the Logan Entertainment Centre. But I don't know if they've got what they've got on. They probably do. It's a very big centre.
Okay. Well, and honestly, as long as you can get tickets to this thing, we really don't have to specify where and all that stuff. We can just say, hey, you're going to go see the Nutcracker. As long as there's 2 showings of that at both different places or whatever, that's what I would, just say, hey, you get a chance to see the Nutcracker. And kind of leave it vague at that. Then, wherever we'll figure that out. You know, as far as where to do that at, I think that can come later. Just as long. Now I don't know, and you're going to have to educate this on me as far as the availability of tickets. Do those tickets sell out fast, or is it more of a kind of when it gets closer to time type thing?
Yeah, I would think so. I wouldn't think they would sell out fast.
Because I'm not sure about, you know, again, I don't know the buying. I know here in Alabama, especially, I mean, you know, y'all's culture there, from what I can tell, is really big on dance. Here in Alabama, it's football. People buy tickets to football games a year in advance. I mean, it's just
Okay.
yeah. So that's why I was asking that question. So
Yeah.
but as long as you know you can get a couple of tickets,
Mhm.
I'll go back to the drawing board with Aaron. We'll kind of get some ideas going. I'll meet with him separately. We'll start doing some things and, you know, promoting those Term 4 classes. That'll be a way to really hopefully boost the enrollments, you know, with that. So
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
okay,
That's good.
awesome. Well, I really don't have anything else further. I know we're going to continue to do the education. Aaron wanted to meet, however, he had something come up. He was, yeah, unfortunately couldn't meet. So, but anyway, we're going to keep doing that. I'll start, you know, kind of brainstorming, coming up with some different things for this. And if you're good with it, we'll just start rolling it. We'll start making the funnel and doing different things. Create a page and stuff. I did notice the way that Redland was doing their, just to I was kind of studying that page you had sent me. I did notice the way they kind of laid out things. You know, I could do a test on that as well for the dance camps, as far as testing the variation of the page, because the page we've got real kind of small. The other one was a little more detailed, and then they had the call to action kind of placed in the middle and at the bottom and stuff. And you know, I'll do some variation testing on the dance camps, but we'll really start pushing these Term 4 classes for you.
Yeah.
So
When could we, like, remember we talked about the elite training programs and, you know, like advertising for them, and we were, can we get going with that at some point? Like, it's probably good to start pushing them now so that in the new year people have already looked at us and auditioned for it and you know, that kind of thing.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Of course. We can do that as well. That'll be a completely separate campaign, but yes, we'll definitely get to working on that. And if I have any questions or anything as far as that goes, I can email you or send you a Facebook message. But yeah, I mean, I've got all those detailed notes of what we talked about last month. So yeah.
Great.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, Debbie. Hey, it's so good to hear from you. And you know, I've been praying for your situation and everything, and I just want to tell you on my heart, and I hope everything gets better. So
yeah, no, it'll be fine. No, that's great. So I don't need to do anything for you. I just need to check those tickets are available and.
And then what we'll do is we still want to continue the education, you know, and because Aaron's got some things he also wants to share with you as far as that goes, so we can kind of keep doing that. I'll get with him. It may be a meeting where you and him meet next week. I'm not real sure, but we'll figure that out. I'll get back with you as far as that goes. So
I'm going to Bangkok on Tuesday for a week for
very nice.
Yeah, it's work though. It's to buy costumes. It's a costume buying trip for the concert. So I'll be there for about a week. So I mean,
maybe we do it after that then, and then just education. Okay, that's what we'll plan on. Because I'll be honest with you, I'm going on a cruise. I'm going to Belize.
Lovely.
And I'm leaving Sunday. I'm leaving Sunday for Belize. So.
Oh, okay, fantastic.
Yeah. I'll be able to. I'll have my laptop. I'll be doing a little work, but you know, I'm gonna get all this stuff rocking and rolling the next couple of days. Yeah, awesome. So, just to recap, we're gonna, you know, go forward with the contest idea like we discussed, and then you also want to start promoting the elite, and then I'm gonna make a little variations of the stuff promoting the camps. I know the camps start on the 25th. Obviously, the ads will stop running for that on the 24th, I would say. I really don't think you need any more of that. I mean, unless you want me to keep running them, I don't know how your camps work. I know it's a Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday type thing. You know, I can run them until that Thursday if you want me to. There's really not much ad cost on this because I found two good campaigns, like as far as the target audience and the different interest and all that stuff for this particular campaign. So I'll just look at it, and anyway, it'll be stopped once the camp's over, so you don't have to worry about that. So we're spending the money properly and efficiently. So
okay. Yeah, no, that sounds great, Ryan. We'll
okay.
Get going on that. Okay.
Awesome. Hey, well, I hope everything goes well. Have a great day, and we will talk soon.
Okay, thanks, Ryan. Bye.
Bye.